Good morning, YouTube. I'm really excited. Today is the first time I'm doing a full day of eating in the new house in Colorado, and it's going to be a different one too. I'm going to do a full day of eating in a style of what I call intuitive dieting. So you guys have seen me do a video on tracking macros, a full day of eating that way. You've seen me do a video on intuitive eating. But what intuitive dieting is blending the two. So I'm going to be eating when I'm hungry. I'm going to be going by what I want to eat, what sounds good, but at the same time, I'm going to try to find a balance between what sounds good and what I know my body needs to run optimally. And especially because I'm doing really intense weightlifting right now, and I really want to make sure that I'm getting enough protein in and carbs too. So let's do it. Oh, so you know what I'm feeling for breakfast today? I'm feeling a brownie. And I'm going to make a Kodiak Cakes brownie, which is super easy. You just throw it in the microwave. And for this, I am going to use my food scale to measure it out because I want to make sure I'm doing it right, so it turns out good. But honestly, I guess you wouldn't even really need the food scale because you would just add the liquid to the consistency of brownie batter. Once you have that, you microwave it for about 45 seconds. And it is absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna add about 40 grams of, this is the Kodiak Cake dark chocolate mix. I got this at Target, so good. And then I'm going to add my protein powder, which I have in a bag because when we moved from Florida, I didn't want to pack a whole tub, so I just put it in a Ziploc bag. And I'm gonna add about 20 grams of protein powder. Boom, perfect. And then you can add, or you can use Fairlife chocolate milk. I'm gonna use Fairlife fat-free milk. I always try to save fat whenever I can because I love my fats, and I would rather use them for like a dessert at the end of the day, have like frozen yogurt or something like that. And I'm also gonna top this with peanut butter. So making sure I can save fat in different ways, easy ways, is important to me. All right, brownie is cooked. I like it to be a little tiny bit gooey in the middle. So good. And I wanted to show you guys, I still use my scale pretty often for healthy fats. This is natural peanut butter. This is why. So I want half a serving, which is 1 tablespoon. And I scooped this out. That is, ooh, okay, never mind. When I scooped it out originally, it was exactly a full serving, which is 2 tablespoons. And this is a little bit less, but I want it to be about 16.
My house.
Yeah, okay, hang on. So 19 is good. It doesn't have to be exact, but I'm not going for too much. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna stick it right in there and let it melt. And it is so good. Brownie for breakfast. Can't beat that. So I'm gonna show you guys, I usually plan out my days of what I'm gonna have an idea of what, I'm gonna make for dinner and have for lunch. But I didn't do that today. I am totally going on a whim here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of estimate portions and stuff, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna punch it into my FitnessPal and show you guys where it gets me by intuitive dieting. And I wanted to mention too at this time that another principle to intuitive dieting is that you're eating mindfully. So I try to eat all my meals at the table, undistracted, not checking my phone, talking to clients, not watching TV. He distracts me. You want some brownie?
No.
No? That's the first. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, it is 1 o'clock and I'm making lunch. I am reheating the bacon cheeseburger soup that I made for lunch this week. It is on my blog, so I will provide the link below. It is super good and has really good macros, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. But I eat about every 3 hours, so I had breakfast around 10. I wait about 2 hours from when I wake up to eat because I would prefer to have more food later in the day and I'm not super hungry in the morning. And then once I start eating around like 10 a.m., I eat every 3 hours to keep me, satisfied. If you get overly hungry, it's a lot easier to make poor decisions with your nutrition, and I get hungry about every 3 hours, so that's what works for me. All right, here's lunch. Bacon cheeseburger soup, and again, just look below in the description for the link for the recipe. It is so good. It's got lean ground beef in it, tomatoes. I added some celery and carrots just because I had it. Oop, it's getting a little foggy. And then I garnish it. It's also got 2% Velveeta. That's what really makes it cheesy and creamy. So you can, do something else if you don't like processed cheese, but I think it's all about balance. So absolutely delicious. All right, guys, I just got back from the gym, I did a little bit of HIIT cardio. That was on the agenda today. Actually, lifting was, but I'm still really sore and I didn't get very good sleep last night. So I thought it would be better served to just do cardio and save my lift for tomorrow. Gotta be able to go with the flow a little bit. But I'm gonna make my meal 3 of the day. It is a little past 4, it's 4:30, so about 3.5 hours after my last meal. Let's do it. Alrighty, here it is in all its glory. About probably 2.5 cooked ounces of chicken, shredded chicken that I did in the crock pot with a little bit of buffalo sauce, and probably about 2 ounces dry, so about almost 4 ounces cooked. Whole wheat pasta, and a little bit of mozzarella cheese, low fat, and a little tiny bit of ranch, which is not low fat, so that's why I really was just cautious about how much I used. It's so good, guys, it's so good.
Beer?
Really? Why? I don't drink beer. Do I drink beer, Tom?
It's National Drink Beer Day.
Oh, true. Do I drink beer ever?
Yes.
When's the last time I drank beer?
Like last week.
When?
I gave you a beer.
I drank a quarter of it.
Yeah, and you gave it to me.
Yeah. When's the last time I drank beer before that?
Like a week, you drank a quarter of it and gave it to me.
I don't drink. Anyways, so I really have like no vegetables, nothing to eat. I need to go to the store. So I'm gonna have another serving of the cheeseburger soup. I added some more tomatoes in it for a little bit extra veggies, but it really does have a lot of veggies in it. So sometimes you gotta compromise, but the upside is that it's delicious. So I think that's a really important part of a well-balanced diet in the long term, is that you've gotta be, you know, making compromises for your health, but overall, like, don't eat stuff you don't like. Eat delicious stuff. Marshall is having easy mac and cheese because he went grocery shopping with me, and they have little mini carts, so he was able to get his own stuff, and he picked out a lot of healthy foods. He got bananas and blueberries and some veggies. What else did he get, babe? I don't know.
Blueberry bars.
Yeah, he picked out some blueberry bars, and he picked out 2 Lightning McQueen mac and cheeses, so he's gonna have that since we're kind of on your own tonight for dinner. Every once in a while that happens. And he had blueberries with it, so a little bit of balance there, you know what I mean. He likes salads. That is something that he does like. So another thing that he bought, but he put in his cart was spinach, and he loves it with some like ranch dressing or something like that. So, you know, gotta compromise. Gotta compromise. It's hot, just wait a minute. You want me to blow it? You want me to blow it? I'll be back. I'm so tired. It's like 8:30, yeah. About the time I'm done for the day. Done answering emails and texts, and just time to relax. So I punched in what I have eaten so far into my Fitness Pal, and I actually punched in what I plan to have for dessert. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. You could not see it from my phone at all. Oh jeez. Okay, so this is meal number 1, the Kodiak cakes, the protein brownie. That's the cheeseburger soup. I don't think this is there. Cheeseburger soup. Again, I'm just estimating portions, but like with the soup recipe, I have a pretty good idea because I know how many servings that recipe makes, and I know how many I've had and how many were left, so that was pretty easy. That is lunch, 4 p.m. meal. Cheeseburger soup for dinner, and then the Captain Crunch. So it came out to be, these numbers in here are right under my maintenance numbers. Is what I have in my Fitness Pal, and again, I don't use my Fitness Pal often, but that's just what is in here. So I was a little bit over protein, I did a perfect hit on fat, and I had a ton of carbs left. I really didn't eat that many carbs today, so I'm actually surprised by that. I thought I had more, but you can see here a little bit better. Oh, this is saying it's different. 8 grams protein, I hit my fat. That's weird. Huh. I'm gonna look into that and figure out why it's doing that. That's really weird. But yeah, anyways, doesn't really matter because I'm not trying to hit them perfectly or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys like what it looks like to, again, this is intuitive dieting, so go by what I know and what I've learned, but also listen to my body. There it is, baby. It's about 2 servings of cereal, something that people that don't track don't realize. They probably fill up their bowl all the way to the top, and that's like 4 to 5 servings of cereal. So this is 2. and I used fat-free Fairlife milk. Good night.